host right here, guys. Freeway, 5 Freeway, hello, we like it right there. His last name is Escalante, not Escalade, so I don't got any money, don't ask me, that's right. I don't got nothing. First time here in Medford, this is nice. It's nice to see mountains I've never seen before, it's fantastic. I actually live in Chico, California right now, so what's up, brothers? I'm Republican too. Hey, how's it going, you know? Nice, what's up? Hey, man, how's it going, cowboy? That's great, man. That was great. It was great coming up here, man. My fiance who's here, which I'm not going to point out, but she had to go to the bathroom. She almost pooped herself in the pants. Yeah. And that's nice because when your lady tells you she's going to poop her pants, that's another level of relationship right there, okay? If she's not telling you, she's with another guy. That's what it is, okay? I promise you, okay? And I was ready. I was prepared. I had like a plastic bag and everything. I was like, if you go, I'll look the other way, okay? Just open up the window. I don't want to smell it, okay? All right? But she's great. She's a great girl. But a couple things about me. I am Mexican.
Hola.
Ooh, there we go. Yeah. Oh, Mexican in here? No? There's no other Mexicans? That is geographically impossible. I know there's one because I smell Downey, so where are you? And I smell a hard worker. Hello. Show your face, I can smell you. You smell like onions. But no. Now, I am Mexican, so please hide your white daughters and please hide your tools, okay? Because I will take them both. That's right, baby. If they got a good credit score, let me know. I'm trying to buy a Honda, okay? I need a cosigner. I need one really bad, yeah. Now, but a couple things about me. I'm what you call skinny fat. Don't laugh, I heard that over here. I'm what you call skinny fat, which means I'm 50% skinny, 50% fat, 100% out of breath the entire time. That's what I do. Thank God there's elevators in this hotel, no stairs. Thank you. If I take off my shirt, it just looks like God took a day off. That's what it is, okay? He took a 30-minute break, didn't finish what he was doing. Yeah, no, but it is great to be here. I like to be in a room full of white people. This is fantastic. Humbling. Yeah, my full name is Francisco Javier Escalante Lopez Jr. Thank you, don't laugh. If you don't speak Spanish, it translates to I am here legally. So what's up? How we doing? Do not call ICE. I will run right now. You don't want to see me run. You don't want to see 255 pounds run. That's not good. Yeah, but I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I went to private school. That's right. Grew up a lot of white people, a lot of white friends. But it's weird though. My voice sounds like I can call ICE on myself. It's not a good look. I don't like it. But I look like I know where the best taco spots are too. So it's kind of a little confusing, a little bit. Yeah, but I currently work as I have 2 jobs right now. I currently work as a DoorDasher, and I currently work as a used car salesman. Yeah, which means that I have given up on life. That's what it is, okay? Anybody needs a 2009 Honda, let me know, okay? Get you a good price out the door. Get you a good price. Yeah, I know, but I work as a DoorDasher. I stole that job from another Mexican. Yeah. When that happens, a white guy loses his job at the firm. That's what happens. All right, how many people work at the firm? That's fine. No. But I'm a very special individual. I'm very weird. I have little things about me. Little special needs, not too crazy, but I have ADHD. Anybody else have ADHD? Oh, what? Oh. No? Okay. Hello? Yes? Okay, cool. Someone strangling you? What's going on over here? I was like, I can't talk. No, but I have ADHD, which is basically high definition attention deficit disorder, whatever it is. All it means is that I can't make eye contact for more than 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, moving on. Okay, there we go. It's not good. Yeah, but the thing about me though is I like to clean. Most people have vices or like drinking or eating or partying or eating cake. My whole thing is cleaning. I don't know what it is. A dirty room sets me off because I'm like, ooh, I get to do this in silence, by myself, take my time, put on a podcast episode. It's weird, very weird. No, but like I said, my voice is very weird. I grew up around a lot of white people. I will say though, white people, you guys got the best phrases, okay? Is this spicy? Is this gluten-free? Can we circle back to that? That's my favorite phrase right there. Can we circle back to that? I made the mistake. She's like, no, it's not my favorite. It's a top 3. No, but I made the mistake of using that phrase at a Mexican party get-together on July 4th, and I never felt so ashamed in my life. My Tio was talking, my jailbird Tio, okay? He's talking to me, and I go, hey, I'm sorry to cut you off, but let's circle back to that conversation. And he was like, what the hell did you just say to me? And I was like, let's circle back to that conversation. He goes, hey, don't ever say that again to me. And then he just walked off, and I was so mad. I was like, you know what, buddy? You're on thin ice, pal, okay? You're on thin ice. Better watch it before I call ice over here, okay? Yeah, no. But I'll be honest, I've had a very rough life, guys. I feel like this is a safe space. I feel like we've gotten closer together since I've been up here, but I've had a very rough life. My father left, when I was 30. He left when I was 30 years old, yeah. Classic went to the hospital, never came back type of guy, you know what I'm saying? But if you guys could just do something for me real quick just to make me feel better, can you guys just start booing me real quick? Just start booing. You guys sound exactly like my dad. It's like he's here in the building, yeah. No, but one of the things that I mentioned to my dad before he died was we were trying to do a bucket list of things to do together. You know, we want to do some crazy stuff. One of the things that I mentioned, I was like, you know what we should do? We should get high. Let's get high, Dad. I want to smoke the devil's lettuce with you, all this stuff. And before I could finish my sentence, he goes, Frankie, I can't get high because if I get high, I get turned on. Yeah. And I was like, hey, Dad, I just like you as a friend, man. I know we go way back in the sack, but relax, okay? Heard someone say, oh my God. No, but I'm trying to be a better person, you know what I mean? It's really hard to be a better person when you're an adult. It's really hard, you know, it's so easy to just be mean, you know what I mean? But I'm from Southern California, so Los Angeles, Orange County area, and yeah? Where are you from? Oh, that's not it. Okay, there we go. You're trying to be one of us, aren't you? Ha! Gotcha. Anaheim, you're from Anaheim?
Culver City, Santa Monica.
My guy right here. You're taking me home later. There we go. I like it. Did you hear that? You're just, hey, I had Culver City, man. I was like, hell yeah, let's give me a good drive home. I like it. I like how you try to sneak Bakersfield in there. Okay, I see you. I like it. Try to take our county. Okay, moving on. No, but I try to be a better person as much as possible, but it's really hard. Usually I like to feed the homeless, not bragging. I like to feed the homeless, but like, our homeless people are kind of self-centered down in Orange County, LA area. They want more than usual. I was trying to buy this guy Del Taco one time, and I walk up to him, I go, hey man, I know you're probably hungry, here you go, here's some Del Taco. And he looks at me, he goes, is that Del Taco? I go, yes it is. And he goes, oh, I'm good, man, I had that last night. True story, I swear to God. The next phrase he says will forever ring in my mind. You know what he says? He goes, don't worry, man, God got me. And I was like, hey man, this is God getting you Del Taco twice in 24 hours. That is a miracle, okay? You should be thanking me. I had to eat right in front of him, so how serious I was. Like, oh, you made me do this, I'm a martyr. No, but you guys, like I said, white people got the best phrases. It's the spicy, it's gluten-free, circle back to that. I always think that certain phrases are out of date, though. You know what I mean? Like straight from the horse's mouth. You guys ever heard that phrase before, straight from the horse's mouth? I feel like they should change that phrase to straight from the gay guy's mouth. Because those guys are chatty. Have you ever met a chatty gay guy? They will not stop talking. Statistically, there's one in here. I don't know where you're at, but we'll keep it silent between you and me. Yeah. No, but yeah, straight from the horse's mouth. Let me see what else. Peeping Tom. You guys ever heard that phrase? Peeping Tom? Yeah, when someone like looks over and whatever you're doing. I'm not afraid to say it. I used to be a peeping Tom when I was younger. I used to be a peeping Tom, or as I call it, a peeping Juan. And this is what I would do. I was 7 years old. I used to go over to my neighbor's house. Okay, and I would watch them eat dinner like a psychopath. I go to the far side of their building, or their whatever apartment. It was apartments. Surprise. But I would look into their building and I'd be like, oh, what do they got today? Oh, they're eating hams. Oh, Coke again, that's nice. But it was kind of weird though, because I would be watching and I'd go tell my mom, I go, you know what I just saw? I just saw that Gonzalez is having Hamburger Helper 4 nights in a row. And they were like, she was like, how do you know that? He goes, well, I've been watching them eat. She freaked out. She goes, Frankie, you can't do that. That's illegal. That's against the law. And I was like, Mom, you know what's against the law? Hamburger helper 4 nights in a row. That's against the law, okay? Don't get me started on that. Yeah, but like I said, I am Mexican proud, that's right. But I do sound white, but it's okay. I got chili relleno running through my veins somehow. But no, I'm always looking out for superheroes. You know what I mean? Like I'm always interested in superheroes. Not a big fan, but you know I watch all the movies. But they came out with the first Mexican superhero. Do you guys know that? It's called the Blue Beetle. Yeah, no, I don't think anybody saw that movie, and I thought it was cool. But then I started thinking, I'm like, a bug? Like, what's that superpower? You know, just rolling caca up a hill? That's our superpower? You guys know that those beetles are actually blind when they're flying, so they're just like, sorry. If anything, they should have made it more accurate, you know, like the taco slayer. You know what I mean? Like a 5'5" lady named Rosa just slinging tacos. Carnitas, carne asada, al pastor. Yeah, something like that. Now, people forget, you know, it's the first superhero ever before Superman and Batman and Iron Man was this gay guy named Zorro. You guys ever heard of him? Yeah. A lot of you are like, yo, Zorro's not gay. And the other half of you are like, yeah, he's gay. He's pretty gay. I'm just saying, man, if you're around there and you're going like, Zorro. It's a little different, okay? I don't know. But honestly, anything with a sword is kind of gay. I'm not gonna lie, you know. You know, Vikings, you know, Three Musketeers. Those guys were gay. You know what I'm saying? I think pirates were gay too, secretly. You know what I'm saying? I think when they were saying "R," they're saying "Are you gay?" or "What's going on?" Show me the booty. That's right. No, but I've had some very odd jobs. Like I said, I work as a DoorDash, I work as a used car salesman, I have no direction in life. But before all that, I used to work at a Thai restaurant. Yeah, a very popular Thai restaurant. All the recipes were straight from Thailand. Yeah, even the cooks were straight from Mexico, that's right. But I had a coworker that came from Mexico legally. And when he told me that, I was like, oh yeah, we do that sometimes. Didn't know we could. Yeah, but my coworker, he was trying to be American really bad, so much so that he's trying to pick up on American phrases, but he couldn't remember the phrases too well. So one day he tried to learn the phrase, what goes around comes around, but he couldn't remember the phrasing too well. And he was like, ¿Sabes qué, Frankie? No me gustas porque tú hablas a mí. I don't like the way you're talking to me, so how about this, okay? What comes in you goes in me, okay? And I have a full plate of food. I'm like, wait, what the hell? And I go, wait, what did you say? And he said it slower, which made it even more demanding. He's like, what comes in you goes in me, pendejo, okay? And I had to correct him too, because you know, obviously I don't want that to be my person, you know what I mean? So I had to correct him. And I was like, you mean what goes around comes around? That's what you meant to say, right? And he was like, hey, Frankie, I'm not gay. No soy joto. And I was like, all right, Felipe, relax, you know. Yeah, but no, it is great to be here, man. It's great to be out of California, or as you guys call it, California. But it's nice. I had to be here. Drive was really nice. I like it. But yeah, I'm currently in my 30s right now. Yeah, anybody else in their 30s? That's what the 30s sound like right there. I'm tired. No, but I'm currently in my 30s right now, and it's cool. It's fun. But your priorities change when you're in your 30s. You know what I mean? In my 20s, it was a lot different. In my 20s, my weakness was beautiful women with curly hair and nice feet. That was my weakness in my 20s. You know what I mean? And now in my 30s, it's a dark room with air conditioning. That's my weakness. I'm afraid to be here too long. I will go horizontal. That's what I will do. It's not good. It's not a good look. Now I'm currently in my 30s, but no one prepares you for when your stomach starts changing. Nobody prepares you for when your stomach starts changing. It just automatically like a switch hits for some reason. Because when I was younger, they would tell me all the time, hey, make sure you got a good job, make sure you got some money, make make sure you got kids and wife and more money and 3 houses. But what they should have told me is, hey, when you get older, you gotta avoid sharp cheddar, medium cheddar, mild cheddar, gorgonzola, pepper jack, Monterey Jack. This is what my life is at right now, okay? I take more time deciding if I'm gonna eat cheese than I do deciding if I'm gonna do drugs at a party. Does that make sense? That's where my life's at right now. Yes, right there. If we're all at a party right now and you stand up and you go, you know what, man? Hey, Frank, I got cocaine in the restroom. I suddenly turn into Mike Tyson. I'm like, okay, let's do this. Let's go. Let's do this. I want to do this right now. Let's go. 1-2 punch. Let's go. Let's hit him hard. That's right. But if one of you stands up and goes, yo, Frank, I got a charcuterie board with an assortment of cheeses, I'm just like, yo, I don't know if I can do this, man. What's the come down like? 2 days? No, I can't, man. I got dogs. I gotta walk those dogs. No, but I'm 33 years old, so I'm in my Jesus year. That's what somebody told me. You're in your Jesus year. You should be excited for your Jesus year. And I was like, I'm not really excited about that. She goes, why not? And I go, well, I don't know if you know, it doesn't really end too well for the guy at the end of that year. Yeah, because I don't know if you guys know, Jesus famously died from a car accident. Yeah, he was T-boned. All right, cool. Never mind. Bad joke. I know. Don't give it to me. I know. But it's exciting to be in Jesus here. I used to live in, I used to bounce around a little bit, you know what I mean? I used to live in Salt Lake City, Utah. Yeah, anybody? Oh, you guys don't like Salt Lake City? Nice, me neither. There we go. Screw that. How come you guys don't like them? It is, right? And what did you say? Nasty what? Nasty place. It is. Thank God. Thank you, baby. We're right. We weren't crazy. Okay. We used to live there for a year, and I was like, man, the food's so bland. What's going on over here? And it's just very confusing people. Anyway, but Salt Lake City's very weird. They have a no helmet policy for motorcycles in Salt Lake City when you drive around, which I thought was pretty cool. But then you see some of the faces riding around, and you're like, you know what? Let's put that helmet back on. How about that? Okay. Face only a mother could love. That's what it is. You know. Yeah, but the Mormons control everything in Salt Lake City. They got their hands in everything. They control everything. Mormons really hate alcohol, but Mormons especially hate whiskey. Yeah, the reason why Mormons hate whiskey is because the majority of the whiskey barrels are aged 18 years. Which is far too old for a bunch of the Mormons there. For those that didn't get it, you will get it in the car, I promise you, okay? You're like, oh, that's what he said. Yeah, that's what he said. But it was weird living there. Yeah, I'm a bit of a conspiracy theorist myself. Anybody else conspiracy theorist? Yeah, right here. That's I thought. Bakersfield, you're a conspiracy theorist too? No? Oh, just her. It's like, not me, man. It's her, man. It's her. No, I believe that aliens exist for sure. You know what I mean? I feel like they're plotting. You know what I mean? They're doing their thing. I also feel that, call me crazy, aliens only abduct the people we didn't like in the first place. You guys ever realize that? It's never somebody who's doing well or has just got promoted. It's somebody who lives by themselves and does taxidermy. That's the type of clientele that the aliens love for some reason. I honestly think that if it was like a choice between two people, they're like, wow, wow, wow. What about this guy? He just got promoted at work and got a $50,000 bonus. All right, what about this guy? Wow, wow, wow. This guy has 14 unpaid parking tickets. That's my guy. Bring him up right here. But I always think, I'm like, aliens are weird because they never abduct the people we need them to, you know? Why can't they abduct the people we need them to? Like my landlord. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, my landlord, she's a nice lady, but guys, my mom, she's mean, she's very mean. I don't like her. I want somebody to beam her up, you know? Or take her down south. Hello, there we go. On forever. I can pull some strings, you know? Yeah. No, but anybody have dogs or cats in here? Yeah, there we go. Culver City, what do you got? Pitbull? Nice. I love pitties. I just recently found out that cats show affection by showing their butthole. Did you guys know that? This whole entire time I was like, why are they doing this? And I'm like, oh, they like me. And I'm like, man, I'm gonna start doing that to my taco guy. I'm just gonna be like, tres tacos al pastor, meow. Queso carne, meow. Horchata, meow, meow. He's probably gonna call ICE on me. Like, get the hell away from me. Yeah. No, but I think I've said it before, but like I always tell men, sometimes guys will ask me for advice, like, how do you talk to women? I was like, you just talk to them, man. You know, you just go up there, you do your thing, you just try to woo them, you try to give them a joke, you know what I mean? Make them laugh, all type of stuff. But I always tell my friends, I'm like, you know what you do? Don't be scared to talk to women, because no matter what, every woman has shit her pants at least once. And I always tell, just think about that, okay? All the hottest girls you've ever thought about always shit their pants. That's just what it is. All right, you guys didn't like that. Moving on. There we go. I think there's too many women in here that are like, I've shit myself, but it's okay, girl. I see you. No, but my girl, I love my fiance. She's great. She's awesome. She's amazing. Smartest woman I've ever met, by far, easily. But she has I'm not gonna lie, I'm a feet guy, you know what I mean? Like, I like nice feet, you know what I mean? It's not like a kink, it's just more like a special interest, you know what I'm saying? But I always look at her feet and I'm like, man, you're so lucky. Like, when you go get a pedicure, are the ladies telling you that you have a nice foot? And she goes, no, they're usually telling me I have a big foot. And I was like, oh, that's kind of funny, because I can just picture an Asian lady seeing my beautiful woman's feet and being like, you have a big foot, you have real big foot. Okay, you guys didn't like that one either. I'm sorry about that. Moving on. A lot of Asians in the crowd, I did not know. No, but my dad is really important to me. I do a lot of stuff that my dad used to do. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, I litter everywhere because of my father. I don't know what it is. I like keeping a clean car. It's just my thing. I dump everything out. And my dad, what he used to do is he used to go to the bank and get the receipts, and then he used to, tear them up, and then on the drive, just like kind of like let them out. And I used to tell him, like, why are you doing that? And he goes, I don't want them to know our next move. That's what he used to say. And I was like, hey, Dad, I'm pretty sure they're not after our $17.47 in our bank account. We're not the guys that they really need. Yeah. This is going to be a troubling question. Any handicapped people in here, like a handicap placard? One? Okay, you're going to hate this joke. Guys, can I be honest? I have an idea. Can we park in the handicap spots after 9 p.m.? I feel like we can do that, right? Yeah? She said yes. There we go. Okay, this is my next point right here, okay? They're usually home by 8 or 9, okay? Watching YouTube, Netflix, all that jazz. If I ever see a if I ever see a handicapped person like out and about, I'm like, oh, you really needed that ointment, okay? You really needed to be out here and get that thing. So, yeah. But no, before I met my beautiful lady, I used to go to strip clubs a lot. Used to go check it out, you know what I mean, just for business-related purposes. But I made the mistake of asking a stripper how she got her name. Yeah, which is something you should never do. Don't never ask a stripper how she got her name. I was getting a lap dance from this girl named Bambi one time, Bambi. And as she's giving me a lap dance, I go, why do they call you Bambi? You know, are you a sexy fawn? You like to be outdoors? You know, you drive a Subaru? What's going on? She gets off my lap and she goes, the reason why they call me Bambi is because both my parents were shot and killed. True story. I pushed her off. I was like, you're not Bambi, you're Batman. Get out of here. Go save the city. One lap at a time, that's right. Yeah. No, but I have it's an interesting family I have. I have a 12-year-old sister, yeah, which is really, it's kind of stepsister, but she's my sister, and I like to call her stepsister. But she just told me recently, she goes, she's in 7th grade, or she's in 6th grade. And she goes, I'm so scared to be in 7th grade. And I go, why are you scared to be in 7th grade? And she goes, everybody says 7th grade changes them. And I was like, whoa, man, you're in wait till you get to 8th grade. It's gonna really change you. And they do that test. And she's like, what test? I go, I can't tell you because it changes you. She goes, oh my God, I'm freaked out now. But she told me something really interesting the other day. She told me something, she said she wants to be when she gets older. She wants to be a gold digger. That's what she told me. She goes, I want to be a gold digger, Frankie. That's what I want to be. And I was like, why do you want to be a gold digger? And she goes, word for word, because they don't have to work. That's what she said. They don't have to work. Yeah. So I looked at her and I said, well, they are not ugly. So you guys say it's cool. All right, guys, it's been my time. Keep it going for your host right here.